Hello, trumpets! It's time for us to go through the second half of Ayre and Dance now, the faster part starting at 33. A couple of things that you need to keep in mind as we're playing from 33 to the end. Number one is that it's marked Allegro. Allegro means a lively or faster tempo, and so we're going to be going 112 with our eighth note rhythms. That's going to keep us feeling like we're moving pretty quickly. Allegro generally means we'd set our metronome about 144 beats a minute. For a beginning band, for fifth grade band, that's insane. That's way too fast. So we're going to cut it down and we're going to set it at 112. If you can play it already at 112 and you want to go faster, you can set your metronome faster, absolutely. But together, we're going to play it at 112. Another thing is that in your key signature, you notice you have one flat. And that one flat is going to be your B flat. And so every time you see a B, whether it's the B, E-G, B, this B right here, or down below the staff B, it's going to be fingered first valve. So a way you can remember that is flat first. Both start with F, flat first. So when you see a B flat, it's going to be first finger. And then at 57, something it doesn't tell you, but that you have to know. As a musician, you might look at that and you'll go, well, I just have half notes. Do you think that's the most important part? The answer should be no. Generally, the half notes are not going to be the more important parts. And so we're going to make sure that that's just a little bit quieter, because what you'll hear if you listen to the recording is that low brass has the melody right there. And so the trumpets, we're going to be real quiet to make sure we're not in the way of the trombones, baritones, tubas, and basses right there. Okay? To get this beginning down, I want you to echo me a couple of times before we play it all the way through. Make sure yours sounds just like mine. All right? So 33 and 34. Let's go two measures at a time. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4. Did yours sound just like mine? One of the tricky things about it is that maybe you didn't make it down to the D, or maybe your lips didn't go all the way down to the C. Make sure your lips are ready to drop down to D, up to G, and then all the way back down to C. Your lips are moving around quite a bit there. Another thing we could do to make sure we're buzzing the right note is just do it on the mouthpiece. Try to play along with me. Ready? 1, 2, and ready. That may not be the nicest sound in the world. However, if you're blowing enough air, it's not a bad sound. And what that does is, remember, this is just an amplifier. This is going to do whatever this tells it to. And so if you're making great sounds in your mouthpiece, it'll make great sounds in your instrument. So if you're still having trouble hitting the notes and you can't hit them on your mouthpiece either, you may want to try it on your mouthpiece. Let's do it one more time. Ready? Now let's play it together. Mouthpieces are in. 1, 2, and ready. Was that any easier? I hope so. And the only other two measures I want to play together before we go to the whole thing is 37, 38. Because a lot of students, over the many years I've taught this song, when we have to go F, F, G, A, F, B flat, that B flat doesn't always sound great. And so it should sound like this. Why don't you play that along with me? Ready? 37, 38. 1, 2, together. You could do the same trick on just playing the mouthpiece. You could isolate smaller chunks. If just going to that B flat's giving you a hard time, you could always just go. And do that over and over until you have those 5 beats sounding fantastic. And then add more, add more. All right, speaking of adding more, it's time. We're going to play 33 to the end of Ayre and Dance with my metronome set at 112 beats a minute. 1, 2, and 1, 2, ready. trumpets up. 2, 3, 4. 6, 2, 3. One, two, three, four. 5, trumpets up. And 6, 2, 3. On that second to last note, did you notice I didn't tongue again? Whole note, 4 counts, 1, ta. That's because remember that tie is like a plus sign. We have 4 plus 1, ta, ta, and we don't tongue that quarter note again. All right, good luck and happy practicing.